Hi there, Joey from Bass Raft. Today I'm going to walk you through Dad's tournament rig. So here's Dad's tournament rig. Let me walk you through what we got and how we set it up. So we got a Garmin Kraken trolling motor. We did get the shaft cut down to about 42 inches. Live scope is on here. It's an internally routed cable up the shaft. When we had them cut it down, they installed the live scope for us. It's way easier than anything else as far as cables go. You just got a couple cables. Just have a couple cables to run between the screen and the black box, and then that's it for setup. Really slick. It also has built-in like down imaging, side imaging, and chirp into the trolling motor nose cone transducer, which makes it a really awesome setup for something like this. Ease of takedown setup is really good. We have a 12-inch Garmin display, and that's, you know, you can always say, oh, you want big or whatever, but I'm loving the 12-inch when I fish it, and so is Dad. Rod storage over here in this float, along with the battery to run the trolling motor. And then generally, I just set my net up here because I have a floating yak attack net. So I just set it literally on the front of the float. If I knock it overboard, it floats. I mean, you can just go pick it up. But otherwise, it really stays put fairly well. It's out of the way for everything else. And let me walk you to the other side. On this side, I have the battery to run the screen and the black box and tackle. I'm not like the most organized, but I got my tackle in this float and the spike paddle. So you always need at least an emergency paddle no matter what craft you're on. But this is more than an emergency paddle. Like, I use it fairly often just for paddling around in thick vegetation where trolling motor is not good for. But it has on this end just a spike, and then there's a hole in the back of the deck. How we currently have it, you can just send it in. There we go. And then you spike it down and you got a manual anchor on the back. And then before I forget to mention it, we have the foot pedal to control the Kraken, a cable drive simulated foot pedal, which is, if anybody has ever run a foot pedal before, it's been a cable drive most likely. And the simulated is like kind of the only way to go. I just control it with a foot pedal all day. Frees up my hands for more fishing. And I always wear the remote still. And it's a little heavier, bigger than some remotes, but it's not too bad. I don't really notice it. There's certain things where, I mean, you always want the remote because if you fall overboard, it has a sensor in it to stop it from running away with you, because needless to say, we accidentally tried that out one day. That's Dad's tournament rig for now. Here it is.